Do not visit Roanoke until you've done these 5 things.
Hey, we're Hal and Kris Cone with Cone Realty Group. If you're getting value out of these videos and enjoying our channel, please make sure you like and subscribe. We are your local experts with Southern hospitality.
And hey, if you're considering a move to the Roanoke area or Smith Mountain Lake, this video is for you.
So please make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text or an email. We'd love to help you move to the amazing Roanoke Valley.
It's always a good idea to explore a community that may be the place that you move to next, but it can feel a little overwhelming. So where should you start?
Right here, right now on our YouTube channel or other YouTube channels about the communities that you're actually considering moving to. We've had numerous conversations with folks who were like, oh, let me check out these certain towns, and guess who pops up? We do here in Roanoke, Virginia, which is an awesome community. But if you are thinking about a potential move or planning to move soon and you haven't set foot in Virginia, that's okay. We'll help you out.
Yeah, I mean, we have a really strategic process that we go through, and we've been able and blessed to help numerous individuals and families find a home for them that's a great fit.
Yeah, and if you had the ability to come check out the community before submitting an offer, yes, that's the best case scenario and highly recommended.
Yeah, I think it makes you feel more confident, knowing the neighborhoods, having walked through that, feel that vibe that you can't just get online or virtually.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, we've got tons of videos out there right on neighborhoods and this area, but still there's nothing like stepping foot, smelling the roses and all that stuff as you walk down the road, right?
Sure. So before you visit Roanoke, there's some things that you need to know though, and some insider tips on how to make your visit a success.
Yeah, and here's our 5-step plan on how to best explore Roanoke, Virginia as a potential place to call your home sweet home in 2023.
So step number 1 on how to best explore Roanoke is do your research. I mean, I love doing research. You like doing research too.
I do. I think I'm a little bit more, I don't know, say thorough, but methodical, and like I really get into it from my healthcare IT background, I think.
Yes.
So I can get bogged down in it, sadly.
You do, yeah. You're like analysis paralysis, but I love looking at the research and then drilling down on itineraries and plans and agendas. That's my jam.
Yeah, so if you are into research or not, you know, you want to definitely to be successful, you want to look up information on the city's demographics, the cost of living, job market, and schools. And guess what? If you're checking out Roanoke, you're in the right place. We've got a ton of videos just about those specific items.
Yeah, there's so many stats out there, so much information. Check our videos out, but other places as well, including like local news sites. You can learn a lot about what's going on in past, present, and future of a community. Also, social media pages are awesome to get a sense of what the community is like. And one place I always recommend people to go to is visit RoanokeVA.com and RoanokeOutside.com, because that's where you're going to find a lot about what the valley's known for and what events are going on. You've got to do something fun while you're here, so be sure to check out those sites as well.
Well, even if it's mountain biking, hiking, canoeing, any of that stuff, you're going to have something to do. But if you want a specific event, make sure you're checking out those calendars. And then also make sure you connect with a local professional realtor. They've got tons of tools and resources that are going to be available to help you have a successful trip. And here at Cone Realty Group, we've got discounts, we've got guides, and we've got multiple resources that will help you be successful when you come here to Roanoke.
I love playing tour guide. It's so much fun. Let me tell you about this. Oh, you'll love that. Well, tell me what you like.
Yeah. Oh, Southern hospitality at its best.
Step number 2 is visit the downtown area. Downtown Roanoke really is the heart of Roanoke, and it's a great place to start exploring. You can check out the local shops, restaurants, even entertainment venues, and I feel like that's like the pulse and the energy of an area, right? It's downtown.
Yeah, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. And you know, if you've been on a plane, a train, or an automobile getting here, you're gonna want to stretch out, get those legs moving, walking around, and what better place than in downtown Roanoke than to check out the city market building, where you've actually got eateries inside of there, and then you've actually got the farmers market itself, which hosts local farmers and vendors mostly on the weekends. You can stroll around the Roanoke River Greenway, which is a scenic path that actually runs throughout the city.
Which is so cool.
Yeah,
and that's a great idea. Just hop on the Greenway, take a short jog or walk, And if you're feeling adventurous, we have a blue way too, which is parallel to the Greenway, which just means a waterway that you can play in. So
yeah, you can call it Roanoke Mountain Outfitters, who we keep actually Roanoke Mountain Adventures, right?
Yes.
Instead of Outfitters, Roanoke RMA.
Yes. Yeah, they rent things like bikes and paddle boards and kayaks. They even do shuttles and also outings, so they can make it really easy for you.
Yeah.
But let's focus back on downtown. Okay, so other areas throughout our valley have downtowns or city centers, and those are really fun to explore too.
Yeah.
Like Vinton, so much going on there, and I feel like every time I go there, there's something new, which is exciting.
Got a new barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes, I tried it. It's good.
Of course. And then Daleville Town Center is probably our newest city center, and that's really neat to see because it's a mixed-use development. You've got live, work, and play going on all over there. Also, Grandin Village, a lot in a small, compressed area. It's a historic little village, and it's got a very different vibe than the rest of the valley. So check out those downtowns and city centers.
Yeah, so you're with that. I mean, you kind of use those as your central positions, and because we always like to recommend that you map things out via quadrants here throughout the valley, so that way you make sure you don't miss anything at all when it comes to people's, places, and things here in the Roanoke Valley.
Yeah.
And allow you to get your bearings, right?
Right, yeah, it's an easy way to get your bearings. I mean, I think kind of logically anyways, but
I wouldn't say that we're like the Northeast though, or some of the other places in the Midwest where you actually have grids
Right.
as far as roads. So
Yes.
don't think of quadrants in that capacity, and I'll send it back to you, Bob.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. We just met with Patrick and Delta, some clients that are coming out here, and then they had a really good system, but they mapped it out by quadrants, and then they worked their way out from that epicenter, if you will.
Yeah.
We've seen flags on maps, we've seen highlighters, we've seen maps and apps and digital files, satellite imagery, you name it. Whatever you do it your way, but stay organized, and we recommend using a quadrant system.
Step number 3 is explore the outdoors. You know, we are surrounded by beautiful natural scenery, so you're gonna have to make sure that you spend some time in nature exploring the great outdoors. That's one of the main reasons people choose the Roanoke Valley to even consider as a place to call home.
Yeah, absolutely. So lace up those boots and get out there. There's tons of places to explore, and we have so many videos on this. I feel like we're always repeating, you know, these outdoor activities and amenities because we keep discovering new things, and there's great things for whatever skill level you are. But specifically, and what comes to top of mind is the Blue Ridge Parkway, a beautiful scenic drive. We have a whole video on that. The Appalachian Trail. We are so lucky to have the Appalachian Trail that runs from Georgia to Maine right here in our backyard, and you can hop on and go hiking around. Love that.
And make sure you take some food with you, so that if you see some thru hikers with a little patch on, that you can give them a little snack, because you'll be their hero that day.
That's so nice. The Carvin's Cove area is fantastic for mountain biking, fishing, hiking, even equestrian horseback riding. So that's really neat. And then Explore Park has a lot to do as well. You can certainly be out in nature there. And Treetop Quest is an aerial adventure for kids of all ages.
Yeah, and Explore Park is like super convenient to downtown, so it's like, it doesn't take too long to get out there. So you can do a ton of things super simply and quickly after you get off the plane, the train, or the automobile.
Right, and remember, I mean, we're talking about fishing, hiking, biking, camping, kayaking, hunting, bird watching. All these activities are available right here to get outside at all skill levels that you want. You can just have fun, just get out there and enjoy it.
Step number 4 is make sure you check out the neighborhoods, because here in the Roanoke Valley, we have a wide variety of neighborhoods for you to choose from, each with its own unique charm and character.
That's so true. That's what I like about it. You get one feel here, one feel there. It's really nice.
All about the feel.
Yes. We have all the feels here. So anyways, take a drive, or hey, better yet, walk through the different neighborhoods. Take your time and slow down. Check out lot sizes and maintenance and neighbors that you pass, even things like housing types and styles. So make sure you're taking notes along the way, because each neighborhood, like you said, is a little bit different, but just take your time and walk through and take meticulous notes.
Yeah, and a good way to help you kind of dial that in just a little bit would be to like, hey, look at actual real estate listings in the areas that you're in. You know, you can pull up the apps on your phone. It's going to show you where you are and what's around there, especially when you're looking at your price point and say, hey, I think I can afford $250 or I think I can afford $550. Then where are you going to be located when you're looking at those houses?
Yeah, and if you see a neighborhood you absolutely love, you could say, well, what's a typical house selling for in this neighborhood?
Yeah, good
Boom.
point.
There you go.
Yeah, way to go.
And also, this is where connecting with a realtor ahead of time is super duper helpful, because we can help you kind of narrow it down to a more manageable area based on your preferences and your parameters. That's why we have a lot of clients calling saying, hey, I'm planning a trip next week or next month. Can you help me out? This is what I'm looking for. And so that's a really good way to start off as well.
Yeah, because a lot of times people will tell us, hey, I want half an acre, or I want 10 acres, I want 20 acres. So there's going to be specific different regions around the Roanoke Valley you're going to need to look in based on what you're looking for.
And step number 5 is connect with locals.
You know, you hear us talk about it all the time about Southern hospitality being alive and well here in Roanoke. So make sure that you're patient and kind to those around you. So if you're used to the hustle and bustle, just know it's going to be a little bit slower here. That's okay. We're going to offer you some sweet tea. You can sit on the front porch and have a grand old time.
And sit a spell.
That's right.
No, I think it's really important though that you do just make the time to connect with locals to get a better sense of what it's like to live or work in Roanoke Valley. And you know, you can't get it any more true and real than people that actually live here. I always think about when we go on vacation, the first thing we do is find a local at a local store and ask them about food, events, anything that we need to know. But we're not gonna go just ask the little tourist trap area.
No.
We're gonna find a local.
We're gonna try our darndest, that's for sure. Because sometimes they're like, "Oh, well, we just moved here.
Yeah.
We're working here." So you got to dig a little sometimes. I don't think you'll have that problem here in Roanoke, to be honest with you, though.
I always think about the innkeeper at Pine Tavern Lodge. It's in Floyd, and it's phenomenal. And the owners are amazing. And they are always like, what you in the mood for? And they'll hook us up with like these best places. Some of them are a complete hole in walls, and we would have never found them had it not been for their recommendation.
You hear her talking about food, it's like, is that all we recommend is food? I mean,
pretty much.
There's places to go and people to see too, though.
And lots of things to do. That's a good point, because you know, when you strike up those conversations, you could do that at local shops. The shopkeepers would love to tell you about the area. Restaurants for sure, we just talked about that. Or even attend like a community event or a festival to meet new people. Go ahead and start making some connections.
Yeah, and I also see online, so it's online forums and social media groups. Like I know there's a group out there on Facebook right now. It's called New or Moving to Roanoke,
Right.
I think. So, you know, there's always some conversations going on inside of those groups online that can help you be methodical and have a great experience by connecting with the locals in the community.
Yeah, and I think that that's a real advantage to people these days, because you can kind of find your tribe online before you even move here. Like I think about moms who hike. That's a group, and
That's a thing.
I know.
Is there a dads who hike?
I don't know, but you should start one if there isn't. But you can go ahead and find this group. You can start connecting with them, socializing with them, and then boom, you get here, you go on a hike, and you're in your little space.
Yep,
So,
you're in your zone.
yeah. Hey, let us know how we can help you make your visit and move to the Roanoke area as smooth as possible.
Yeah, whether you're moving in the next week, next month, or next year, give us a call, shoot us an email, and even send us a text.
We'll see you in Roanoke and in the next video.